My name's Jo and I'm a volunteer, and the volunteering that I've done in the past has been with an organisation called British Executive Service Overseas, which is now part of VSO. It involves people like myself, in many cases, who have had professional experience of some sort that can be transmitted to a developing country. And the organisation in the developing country approaches VSO and tells them what skills they need. And VSO looks in their database, finds someone with those skills and telephones them and says, would you be interested in going to Thailand or Vietnam or Ethiopia, which were the 3 countries I went to. And of course in each case I said yes, yes. In Thailand I set up a library for a new college. It was a new community college, like an FE college in our terms, in a place called Nong Khai, which is in the northeast of Thailand, right off the tourist track, the poorest part of Thailand, right on the Mekong River. The nearest city was Vientiane, the capital of Laos, which was the other side of the water across the Friendship Bridge. So that was the first project. That took 3-4 months. The second one was in Ethiopia. In Ethiopia I went to work with an Ethiopian architect designing a university library. Basically it was a library for the Institute of Ethiopian Studies, which is part of the University of Addis Ababa. And so the architect was Ethiopian and I was the library advisor. I was the person who said, yes, that looks beautiful, but you can't do that in a library because you have to have better security. You can't have lots of different doors. You have to have everybody going in through one door with security or they'll run out with the books. So I was the library advisor person. And that was a fascinating project because Ethiopia is an amazing country. And I've been back as a tourist since. I loved it so much. Finally, I've had 2 projects in Vietnam, and both of them were projects where I worked in universities teaching library staff how to run a library. Because in the whole of Vietnam there were only 30 qualified librarians, and so what people needed was a crash course to paraprofessional level. One of these libraries was on the Mekong Delta, quite close to Cambodia, 6 hours motoring from Ho Chi Minh City, again very remote. And the other one was in a beautiful place called Dalat, which is right slap bang centre in the middle of Vietnam, halfway between Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, in the mountains. I think I learned a lot from those experiences. I learned how to channel my information and adapt it to the level of English of the people I was teaching, to speak much more slowly and repeat things if necessary. I think that was very important because it's no good burbling on and your audience isn't able to keep up with you. Handouts and the overhead projector were very useful, and the laptop, etc. So there were ways of getting over the information to people when I was in a teaching role, which I was in the 2 Vietnam jobs. I would say to anybody who thinks about volunteering overseas, do it. It's such a wonderful experience. You meet fabulous people. I've kept in touch with so many people on Facebook. I still visit people in Vietnam and Thailand who have become close friends. You learn a lot about yourself. You meet a lot of wonderful people. It's a great adventure. And of course, the hidden benefit is you can always hang some holiday on the end and see more of the country while you're there. And that is an absolutely wonderful opportunity.